Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We have some work to do. We have some stuff to finish up, but we also got some good news. We got some confirmation on S2000 parts. So I finally got kind of an answer out of the company I'm getting the bumpers and stuff through, Group A Motoring. So I hit them up last week. They were kind of saying like, yeah, looks like probably end of next week your stuff should be ready, which means that would be this coming weekend. Today is what, the 8th, December 8th? December 9th. So that should mean around, today's Thursday, so around the 11th, my bumper, hopefully 11th to 12th, my bumper should be ready, which if that is the case, then I'll be heading down to Fontana on my birthday, which is the 17th, to go pick it up. As well as my side skirts and canards and stuff as well. So my intentions are to pick that stuff up and go visit Chris at Lazy Man Garage for a couple hours and make the return trip home, because it's going to be a long day, because I mean, in general, that's already 11 hours of driving on top of hanging out, so yeah, it's gonna be a long day, but hopefully have somebody to come with me, one of my buddies or somebody. But well, I'm gonna go get some coffee really quick, because I need some go-go juice, and you know, that pumpkin cream cold brew, I ain't left Starbucks yet, so I'm still getting that before I continue saving money and making my stuff here at home. That stuff is just too dang good, dude. You guys can call me names all you want. Say like, oh, white girl coffee, blah, 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 basic white girl. You don't even know. That stuff is so good. But I do have to freaking change oil on this thing today. I normally change oil every like 4,000 miles on this thing. I just have not had time. And I think I'm sitting right around right about 5,000 right now, because I just hit 121,000. So since my last Colorado trip, I haven't changed the oil, and it's due. I just have not had time. So I'm pretty sure my throwout bearings are making noise for a couple weeks now, and it's getting slowly worse, like louder. So I'm kind of upset. Listen. That sucks. And I already looked into the parts, and I'm looking at like $1,000 in parts almost, so. Because I'm just gonna use OEM stuff, I'm not gonna use any crazy aftermarket clutches or anything like that. But yeah, clutch, pressure plate, get the flywheel resurfaced, pilot bearing, throwout bearing, rear main seal, like, I just spent so much money on my bumper and stuff too. Whatever, let's change the oil. That needs to get done first before I end up freaking damaging something else, you know, so. Already draining the oil right now. OEM filter somewhere in there. Oh yeah, my drain washer, or yeah, drain washer, new, whatever it's called. I didn't think it was that big of a deal to swap those out till I actually swapped it out now, and then I found out like, hey, it actually stops your oil pan leaks. Funny how those things work, the cross washer. But yeah, not really filming this. You guys know what an oil change looks like. Sorry. I think I've asked this before, but what oil do you guys use? I've been using this Castrol European Formula full synthetic 5W40 on this motor since I got it. I did some research, and it seemed to be the best engine oil for engines that rev really high, because I don't know why, just what it says. BobTheOilGuy.com. I trust that website. He seems like a knowledgeable guy. Somebody named Bob the Oil Guy, like 3-letter name for a 3-letter word, you know, sounds like he knows his things. But I think when the car had Mobil 1 in it, it used to drink it a lot, and all the forum posts I read, S2000s really just do not like Mobil 1. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, it does not stay on the cylinder walls, and it just likes to sneak past these fiber reinforced rings or whatever. All right, so it looks like we're pretty full right there. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna fire it up, see where that oil goes, and top it off from there. But yeah, what oil do you guys use? I'm kind of curious, especially you S2000 guys that watch my videos. Yeah, and because I burn a decent amount in this thing. I know it's just S2000 things, but I just want to help, man. I don't want it to burn so much. I can't afford a new engine. The engine's healthy. I just don't like that they burn. Just a trade-off, I guess. Have a cool car, it burns oil. I can't win, but whatever. Oh, mercy, this thing's up here. Alright, no leaks. Every couple oil changes, I like to go through and check everything on the suspension, you know, check the underside, check the exhaust, stuff like that, because I drive the car hard and a lot. So I want to make sure everything's in tip-top shape. So just looking at everything now, it is a bit dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and power wash it. I did find a crack in my exhaust on one of my hangers because this tail section right under the diff, I built it a little too low because I was thinking backwards that the diff dropped instead of went up. I don't know, whatever. My brain was not in the right place that day, but yeah, so my exhaust hangs low back there, and I tend to smack it if I have two people in the car and hit a really good bump, and I think this last smack just put a crack in it. So while I have the welder out here from yesterday's job, I'm gonna just go ahead and put a couple little tack welds on that really quick to make sure that doesn't break off totally, and then I'm gonna go through, check everything, all the big components with like 17s and stuff. And we're gonna power wash the wheel wells and stuff out because I do have some gross crap up front. I don't know what I ran over in the road. It was like tar, but it's like all right here, and it was shooting down the side of the car there the other day. I wiped most of it off, but stuff's nasty, dude. I don't know what it was, but it's very dusty up in here anyway. So I just like giving the car a good cleaning every now and again. And before anybody says it, I do plan on buying a new filter. Just give me like a week. I just need to order it. S2000 is good to be torqued down, or for the wheels to be torqued down and everything. Underside should be all good. Suspension seems to be okay, so we're looking good. I do have a roof brace to make, so I'm going to start making that really quick. It's going to take me a couple hours. I was just watching some videos on doing a clutch on the S2000. Definitely doesn't look too hard. Looks really, really similar to doing it on the Miata, which all clutches are more or less pretty easy. It's just accessing certain components can be the more hard part. And it looks like on the S, the starter is definitely the hard part, so not really looking forward to doing that, but gotta do what you gotta do. I need that car. I'm gonna have to just do the clutch. It is what it is, but whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna knock this thing out really quick, knock out this roof brace, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. I don't even know where my fixture went for this roof brace, honestly. Huh? Yep, there it is. Yeah, against my fixture wall. Wouldn't you know? Brace is all made up. I don't have time to ship it today. The UPS already picked up like an hour ago. It's like 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna just call it a day on that and send that out tomorrow. So Chris is on his way over, I suppose, and he wanted to, like, we were gonna film a new video intro for my channel. So I think that's what we're gonna do. As for the S2000, I just finished tightening the wheels. I gotta drop it on the floor and torque it, but I figure we might keep it in the air just for one of the clips or something, you know, like maybe get a shot of me rolling out from under it, or turning a wrench under it or something, you know, just, you know, the cheesy stuff, but that looks cool in slow motion on a nice camera, those types of things. It's getting chilly out though. I should probably put my sweater on, but yeah, we'll catch up with you guys when he gets here. Maybe we'll film some of the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes.
$700 worth of car parts, you know, or even just like
More fancy
maintaining stuff in life. I was really considering trying to go get a little EF hatch to have out here and maybe just do like a little budget build, but two things. Number one, I realized in 2021 with Hondas, there's no such thing as a budget build.
No.
And the other thing too is I figured the money that I would spend on the EF hatch and to build it, I probably should just spend that on shipping one of my cars down.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be less expensive, you know. So
yeah.
I mean, what I'd probably spend maybe $400 or $500 each way to ship one car, I'd probably spend at least that on a shell.
Oh,
not to mention
yeah,
getting a
no,
motor,
shells out here. I've been
trims.
seeing them go for like $1,000. Like,
Yeah, so
it's wild. You're like, just to get a bare bones like B swap in a car right now out here from scrap to nothing, or nothing to driving, you're probably looking at like $3-4 grand.
yeah.
It's wild.
And with that, I mean, what would that be? That's equivalent to like, you know, 10 trips, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you
shipping
may as
one
well just
car,
ship your
so-
Prelude out here and shoot you around.
Exactly, you know, so I'm heavily considering going that route instead of, you know, making a little like AZ budget build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
so-
better to just ship it and wait 2 weeks for the truck to show up or something.
Yeah, to be honest.
Private guy or whatever.
For sure. Perfect. I got a couple of them. I like to get a few of the same shot just to, you know,
Have options.
have some stuff to work with. Well, I think that'll be good. So we got some Glamour of the Integra, S2K, skateboard, and camera, and then some welding stuff.
Yeah.
Indeed. Is there any like specific song you want used?
Lately I've been kind of into, that's really hot. What is it, like indie-ish, kind of jazzy, something like that,
Okay.
or like a lo-fi, like hip-hop type thing.
got you.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
chill
it-
beat kind of thing.
Right. Just something really simple and classy, I guess.
Okay, cool.
There's a small behind the scenes of filming for the new video intro. Hopefully you guys will like this one. I know the last one wasn't terrible, but it was a little bit on the long side. I think it was like 15, 17 seconds. And a few of you guys had complained about that. And I was like, I just got tired of that one. So it's actually Chris's idea to make a new one. So yeah, we're gonna try and keep this one around like 8 to 10 seconds, somewhere around there. Yeah, it is looking like it's gonna rain though.
Yeah.
Huh. And for those of you guys wondering, this camera body on its own, this is a DJI, right? Or
Black Magic actually.
okay, yeah, Black Magic mini cinema camera.
Yes.
So the body was like $5 grand on its own.
Yeah.
And the lenses for these things are just as expensive because they're like quote unquote prime lenses, I guess. That's the only term I know them as. So they got really good glass, image stabilization, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's
I really like the lens on it. It just creates such a sharp image. It has internal stabilization in the lens as well. You know, very good for catching things like cars.
yeah. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out his channel yet to see some of the B-roll stuff and like the car meet attention, like attraction stuff, you should go check it out because this camera does amazing work, especially at the price. Like to me, to an unexperienced eye or minimally experienced eye, this camera looks just as good as like a Red to me, other than like the frame rates. And this one does 4K as well. Reds do like 8K and all that crap. But on a computer and a phone, you're not going to tell the difference. But
literally.
one day.
One day.
Yeah.
For the meantime, we got you though.
Yeah, appreciate you. It is a chilly, gloomy day. I think at the end of that last clip I was talking about how it looked like rain was rolling in. Rain definitely rolled in. It came down sideways last night. It was coming down pretty hard. But this morning is Friday the 8th, 10th, because my birthday's in a week. So we got a new car drop off. So I'm not gonna film most of it, but I mean, I figured I would film some of it. So we got this RSX back. I don't know if you guys, I mean, a lot of them look the same. So this is a car that has been on the channel before. This guy is here just for a bunch of part installations, no fab work. This one's just getting a whole bunch of like just goodies like suspension stuff. He's getting an RSX, or not an RSX shifter, a hybrid shifter, hybrid cables, like trailing arm bushings if I can do them, lower control arms with like a sway bar with a subframe brace thing, like a heater blower resistor thingy, just random stuff like that. So he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Back is filled with parts, so we're gonna try and knock some of it out today. And because of how wet the ground is and how chilly it is, I'm probably just gonna try and focus on the interior stuff and like the upper engine bay stuff. So yeah, but ooh, Efren got something cool. Him and his brother are coming by. Efren's the guy that used to have the RSX, and then his brother has that red S2000 that's been in the last couple of videos here and there. But they're actually gonna go get some lunch right now. This guy is very tall, and they're gonna swing over here. So I'm stoked for you guys to see what Efren got, because I'm stoked for him. That's pretty dope. We'll see you in a bit. Center console's out. That was pretty easy. Just pull the e-brake all the way up. 2 screws there. Pull this plastic panel off. So you got 2 screws up there, like there and there. And then yeah, connector there for the cigarette lighter, connector there for that lighter. And it just lifts up, and shift knob obviously. So this is kind of messy. It looks like soda spilled on here, but this is just what, 4 12mm bolts, and the cables just have little cotter pins here, and then these ones you just kind of turn and push them, and then they have the clip here. That ground looks pretty nasty, so I'm gonna clean that up, but I don't know, let me zoom in on that. Nice and soda pop covered, but yeah, so that wasn't bad at all. And then the cables do go under the car, so I'm gonna at least disconnect them from here and try and push them through, and then I'll just pull them up and I'll just put the new ones in probably a little bit later when the grounds dry up. But yeah, cool. All right, let's see it.
What's going on?
Guest appearance.
Yeah, there it is, dude.
I didn't even realize you parked right in front.
Dude, did you even grab it?
No, I had my.
You see, that's why I'm here.
Well, I got that, and I got those AirPod Maxes or whatever with the sound deadening.
Yeah, so 05 Suzuka Blue SUK.
Suzuka.
So yeah, so I actually fucked up. It was supposed to be Suzuka, like the actual name.
Yeah.
But I'm an idiot and I put S. So now my excuse is it's a sus.
Yeah.
Suzuka, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, this thing's freaking minty though.
Dude, it's solid. 131 on the odometer, but it
But,
writes
I mean,
so smooth.
that's only 10,000 more than me, so like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it looks like he took care of it. So
Oh, for sure, yeah. This dude probably didn't even hit VTEC, but
was he like an older guy or what?
no, he was actually like a little bit younger than me, actually.
Just gotta-
Yeah,
Oh,
these
the
clips
clips.
kind of just fell,
oh.
broke off, but that's pretty much the only thing I can complain about, to be honest.
Yeah, just a teensy bit of just glue or something and just clamp it for a little bit, but.
Yeah. I think Ramon says some people run like a bow tie or something.
Oh, to tie it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't taken mine apart, but they look like they're pretty fragile once you do.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I like the. I was so jealous about the center console
I
and
know,
crap.
dude,
Like,
it's actually usable 2 cup holders, dude. And
Yeah.
and it just like slides down like that.
yeah, I mean, I really like my secondary cup holder here. That would just be more convenient, but I really like this like weird coin tray holder looking thing. Like to me, that just makes the center console look so much better.
Yeah. Definitely, how do you say, it's like updated from the AP one for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I freaking love this blue. Like the blue interior is just
I know, dude.
so sick.
You're trying to get off my hand. I'm like,
I
no.
know. I was texting him the other day when he was talking about potentially getting this, and I was trying to convince him to trade me, but he ain't about that. Did you know that? I'm sure you probably did, but this is all wrap on all S2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you watchers that didn't know, this A-pillar is just a vinyl wrap from factory, and if you peel it up, it color matches the car. So it's mostly for like when you have the hardtops, because I think if you have a color matched hardtop and this off, it looks much more complete. But when you're running the convertible top, this kind of adds contrast for the top half of the car. But yeah, this thing's crispy.
Yeah, so 22,000 compared to 27K from that one we saw last time, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
because we
like-
just looked at one. I think I mentioned at the end of the last video, you and I were
Yeah.
going to look at it, and it was overpriced. But yeah, even the headlights are pretty minty.
Yeah.
I mean, just road chips and stuff, normal stuff. But yeah, it's freaking dope.
And then there it is, just stock AF besides that mission mode radiator, which it says installed.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting probably a coil for mine. You can never have too much cooling out here in Arizona, so
Yeah, definitely.
I really need to source one of these heat shields though.
Yeah.
That's the only part that I'm really caring about. But
Yeah, the only complaint I got here is that this intake thing is cracked. You see that right
you
there?
ain't gonna need that when we build you one.
I know, right? Exactly. That's what I'm
But
saying.
this is dope though. Like I'm so hyped for you. Like
Yeah.
as soon as you sent that video, I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! He actually got it." Like I felt my excitement all over again for you about when I bought mine. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
It's still really how this looking in, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's how it was for me when I was driving back in the middle of the Windows XP home screen. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm really driving an S 13 hours home that I just bought sight unseen. Like, this actually happened. We out here living.
Exactly, dude. It's fucking, yeah, and then you go outside, you look at your car, you're like, damn, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, right? This is so dope.
Yeah.
Now DJ just needs to get off his butt. Boy's been like bringing lunch to work, reheating steak and pizza. And,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, bringing his own coffee.
Damn.
Trying to save every penny he can. So hopefully it's going towards something like this.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, can't go wrong with an S2000.
Yeah, right?
You go.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing's very quiet.
Yeah, I know. We're going to change that pretty soon.
And I'm assuming it's still got like bone stock mounts, like with the hydraulic mounts.
Yeah, it's like completely sucked, yeah. And they just did the motor mounts actually, so.
Yeah, because I did the motor mounts in mine because they were shot, but I just used some Rock Auto mounts, but they don't have the hydraulic fluid in them.
Yeah.
So I get a little bit more vibration. They're still rubber.
Yeah.
But I really want one of these, the black trims.
Oh, yeah.
I think mine's silver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I kind of want to switch it out because, I mean, these buttons are kind of worn out, so.
Well, this is a separate panel.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so this panel and this panel, they're two little different things.
Well, that makes it easy.
And then the rest of this is the garnish or whatever it's called, yeah. Because you can get a carbon fiber one too.
Oh, dang.
It's like $600, but.
Don't tempt me, bro. Goddamn, just got the car.
Yeah, your clutch feels heavier than mine.
You can feel that 2.2, bro.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I keep forgetting. Because there is slight differences in the clutch from ours. Like the AP1, it has the light and flywheel in it from factory.
Which I actually noticed, like, while rev batching, I'm like, okay, you can definitely feel, you know what I mean? It's easier and funner to like rev on the AP1 for sure.
From what I'm understanding, they put the heavier one in this car because people were complaining the revs would drop too fast.
Yeah.
And also the idler control valve at times is a hard time keeping up with it.
Right.
So my car is only stalled because of it once. But you'll notice in the AP1, especially with the AC on, when you pull it out of gear just cruising, the idle will dip.
Jumps down and goes back up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll dip really low and almost stall out sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I prefer the line and flywheel, to be honest.
Yeah, I do too. It's just one of those things that you notice.
Mm-hmm.
I do notice the torque difference. Holy crap, like right off the bat.
I know, even though the torque itself is not much more, but it just gives so much more torque down low, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that little difference between the 2 liter and the 2.2 is noticeable.
For sure.
It feels smooth though, like pedal engagement, clutch engagement, like the transmission, everything feels just good.
Yep, it's smooth, bro. It's not, I'd say it's not as dramatic as the AP1. You know what I mean? Like,
I noticed the revs. Yeah, it definitely is heavier than the AP1.
Yeah.
It almost feels like a rev hang compared to mine.
Yep. So.
Oh yeah, and downshifting too. You gotta like give it more throttle.
More throttle, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, once you're rolling, the steering feels fine. It's just like at the standstill, it feels like it's sticky.
Yeah.
I think it's just your tires, but no, I kind of still feel it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I don't even feel anything that's like out of the ordinary.
That torque difference, though, like it shouldn't be that drastic.
I know, dude. It feels so good because you can like just easier just to like keep up with traffic. You know what I mean? Off the red light.
Like you don't have to rev it out so high to just keep up with traffic.
Exactly.
I mean, I granny drive mine most of the time, like 3,500 RPM shifts, but this one, like, you can really do that without like bogging out.
Right.
Because even now in fifth, like.
Yeah,
it's still got some pep.
It's responsive,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, Chris. You better fucking hit VTEC at least once.
All right. I was just letting it
warm up.
Yeah. I see what you mean. It is a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, because like you're VTEC, and then you're like you want more, but then you got to shift. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So now this one you have to do an ECU on, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, because it's the 06 and up that you have Flash Pro, right?
Yeah, so this one you gotta go like full standalone.
That's kind of a bummer. Like it's not the worst thing, but like
you do feel it. You know what I mean? Coming from the AP1 to the AP2.
Yeah, the torque is nice, but I kind of like that more VTEC experience.
Yeah, it's funner. Yeah, it's funner for sure.
But yeah, this thing feels great. Like I think just like a little bit of suspension maintenance, like some ball joints and some tie rods, and then like once you get new tires, this thing's gonna be mint.
Yeah, it'll be cooking.
Oh yeah. My eyes are like watering. I got the cold wind in them. Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
that thing drives pretty darn awesome. So he just left. We're gonna meet up later. I go to a little car meet and then the Canyon, and I'm pretty much wrapping it up for the day on the RSX. So we got some work done. We got the shifter installed, we got the shift cables installed, and we got the shift springs installed in the transmission. So I'm gonna call that good and end the video up here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully you've considered subscribing now if you're new to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. If you want to help support the channel, I do have Patreon, I have merch in the Big Cartel, I also have a few products left for my fab stuff on there as well. Yeah, liking and sharing helps a lot as well. Anyways guys, do what you love, think about the rest. Thanks for hanging out with me here on the channel for the day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.